Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's isiforex here again, and I'm bringing you more loads of information as usual. Please do what to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification, and yeah, that's it. Hope you guys are having a lovely week trading and a lovely week trading. Yeah, hope you guys are having a lovely week trading, and yeah, the market is really going as predicted in my videos, my analysis, my weekly analysis, and the beautiful thing is that I've been catching a lot of trades lately. So I've really had a wonderful week so far. I had a wonderful week so far, yeah. So today's video, let's hop into today's video, and it's basically I'm basically going to be showing you guys the best strategy for analyzing pair, any pair. But I will taking three pairs, which is a gold, the John Doe, which is the US30, and the Nasdaq, which is the US100. Now you guys know these are instruments to trade, and as you know, these are instruments to trade. So basically, this strategy is going to be showing us how it's the trend strategy, and I love the strategy because it shows you what the market is currently doing. What position is the market? Is the market tradable at this moment? Should I hop in, or should I wait for an hour candle to close, or should I wait for 30-minute candle to close to confirm my entry? If I'm the type that enters on a lower time frame, should I wait for my 15 minutes candle to close? If I'm the type that enters with a 4 hour time frame, should I wait for my 4 hour time frame candle to close, for my 4 hour candle to close before I hop into a position? Where should I place my stop loss, and so on and so forth? So basically, this strategy, trend strategy, shows you what the market is doing, where price is currently at. Is the market tradable? Can I take a trade at this moment? Of which I'll be practically showing you in a chart. Now basically, this is demonstration of an uptrend, and let's see, sometimes you may not see this straight move on the chart. So basically, let's say if the market is to be moving like this, we're in an uptrend, we're moving in an uptrend, and then the market is moving, and so on. The same thing goes for this downtrend here. It basically shows you where you are in the market. Sorry for my drawing, I'm not too good at that. It basically shows you your current position in the market, and then when to enter if in the case of an uptrend movement, if in the case of an uptrend movement, or the case of a downtrend movement, or in case of a ranging market. When your market is still ranging, as you know, when the market, as naked traders, we know that when we have a ranging market, most times it's time to stay away from the market, because it may make you feel devastated as a trader. It may make you feel okay as a trader. There are some ranges that actually move well, and there are some ranges that don't move well. So we can't actually see what happens in a ranging market. Sometimes the market could actually go like this. In a ranging market, you don't know, take you out. You think you are going up, drop down, some few week extensions, kind of ranges. You know how ranging market goes. It doesn't really go that straight and smooth as we may be expecting, and so on and so forth. But basically, this trend strategy shows you when to enter the market. When are we expecting this market to sell? At the tip of a particular trend line, what are we expecting to see in the trend strategy? Sometimes just a close in the 1 hour candlestick. Someone like me, I love watching for the 1 hour candlestick close. A close in the 1 hour candlestick can confirm my sell. Let me see, I wanted to enter at this point. Just a close in my direction can confirm my sell with proper stop loss, proper risk management, down to this point here, where we'll be saying with tight stop loss to control my risk really well. That's why most times you see my trades, not like I do SMC, or that's which is smart money concept, but just because I have a good entry and using my trend strategy, I'm sure that now the market is ready to sell, or the market is ready to buy. Sorry, this should be actually here. This should be here. If the market is ready to sell, and if the market is ready to buy, it confirms all my entries. And that's one thing about the trend chart. It makes you know what the market is currently doing, which position are we in the market, and what we are expecting to see in the market. What are we expecting to see? What the market is doing in the market? What is happening in the market? What's going on in the market? And so on and so forth. So basically, that's it. So sorry guys, let me clear this up and we'll be hopping into the chat. So that's just a good thing about trend strategy. It makes you to know what is going on in the market. How easy is the market tradable at the moment? Can I trade the market? Should I wait? Should I wait for more confirmation? Should I wait for more confidence to mark my entry point, or should I take a trade, or should I wait patiently? So that's it. Like trend strategy is basically the best and the easiest for most beginners. Is what I advise my students, most beginners to use, because it helps them to understand market structures and it helps them to know where we are currently in the market. Should I take a sell? Should I leave the market for the moment? Should I leave it? Should I buy? Should I sell? Should I hop into the chart right away? And so on and so forth. So that is basically it. So let's hop into the John Doe, which is the US30, and let's see what we can observe. Top down analysis, as always said. Excuse me, that's that was many weeks ago while I was learning. I don't trade the US30 now, but I still look at the chart. So let's start with our top down analysis, and from the daily time frame, we've seen that US30 has been in a beautiful bullish momentum. Then around this point here, US30 did break structures. Let's use a weekly. Around this point here, US30 did break structures. Please, our video should be really short and up in about 10 minutes. Around this point here, US30 did break structures. Using the trend strategy, we can actually know what was going on in this market, where we would have gotten good entries, best entries at, and what we're expecting to do at some certain point. Now look at this. Look at this now. Look at why I love the trend strategy. Look at this. We cater for the top side and then we cater for the downside. Can we see? Can we see? Can we see this? Look at this now. Look at this. Now, market price broke this trend line, which was so clean. Broke it so clean. We saw it from this point here, around this level here. Price started ranging. Hit didn't want to go up, then price broke at this weekly time frame here. Lately, price has been selling, retested, and price has been selling. We go back to the daily time frame, where we see clearly what is going on in the market. Now, observe what I was saying about the trend strategy. Look at this now. In the trend strategy, immediately price touch in our trend line, price moved to the upside. Price touch in our upper trend line, that's trying to create a higher high, touch there, price sold. So with this now, with this, I will know that price we are going to sell massively down to the downside, because the previous day candlestick at this point here, I'm taking this point as my point of interest using the trend strategy. The previous day candlestick closed bearish, clean bearish candlestick. Let's go back to the 1 hour, because these pairs are really volatile. So please, let's use it for yeah. Okay, sorry, chat actually did open, but I thought it wasn't loading. All right, so now watch this, guys. Watch this. What will happen at this point using the 4 hour time frame for 4 hour traders who were looking at this range here. Now, immediately price close with this at this point here, rejecting this point here with this indecision candlestick here. Guys, are we seeing something? Price close with this indecision candlestick here. That's this 4-hour indecision candlestick. Price close here. I would have taken my sell at this point here. Immediately at the close of that candlestick, that's where my sell would have been at. And my stop loss would be right above that 4-hour candlestick close, right about 100 pips, right above that 4-hour candlestick close. We know how volatile these pairs are. So, you know, proper risk management will tell you that you should use a smaller lot size entry. And then over time, you can keep on stacking with this. Now, look at this. Boom. Boom. Imagine me taking this trade and my target is the lower the trend line in the lower section. Imagine me taking this trade and then my target is the trend line in the lower section. Or someone like me, I would hold this trade to this level. I would hold this trade to this level here, where I know that there's resistance, beautiful resistance at this level here. This would be my TP1. This would be my TP1. This point has acted as a support. This is where my TP1 would be at, which is about amounting to about 4,000 plus pips, if I'm not mistaken, or 400 plus pips. This will be about 4,000 pips. You know, as the US30 counts. So with this stop loss, about 400 pips. Sorry, I meant to say 4,000, 1,000 plus pips actually, 1,000 plus pips. So I'll be actually holding this trade to this point because I took this trade and I was off it. I wouldn't have traded all this point. I wouldn't have traded, although yes, this was a good confirmation of a support, and then this candlestick closed greens. So even if I was to take my buys up to this level here, this is where I would have made my entry at this point here. Then my stop loss would be right below the close of that 4-hour, the open of that 4-hour, or the weak rejection of that 4-hour candlestick up to this trend line here, up to this trend line here. So basically, that's the advantage of the trend strategy. The same thing happens now. Let's go so that we can know the current position of the market and what the market is currently doing, what we're expecting from the market currently. Now we can actually see that at this point here, market broke structures, and from the 4-hour, market broke out of the trend line, retested this trend line, here. So if I was watching and if I wanted to take this trade, trust me, this is where I'm going to take my trade at the close of this candlestick, this 4-hour candlestick here, showing me that we are moving, we are ready, that the market is ready to sell. At that close here, I would have taken my trade at that point, just exactly at that point. Stop loss would be right above this candlestick here, right above this candlestick here, so that's where my stop loss would be, so that my stuff will be able to breathe, and then TP will be right below this support level here, exactly almost the same support level that we're talking about. My TP will be right to that support level. 2,000 plus pips would have been backed. So basically that's it. That's one thing about the trend market, trends, and it makes me down. I've known that currently we're in a range. See this point now, we're in a range, we're in the range. Now even in the 4-hour time frame, we can still use the trend to look at what are we looking for in the market, what can I see in the market, what am I expecting in the market. So basically now we can actually see that at this point here we were ranging in the downside, and the market was giving us some signals, and then finally market shot to the upside, and then now it's kind of giving us a kind of bullish flag patterns of sorts, of which is not really a bullish flag pattern, but it's still looking like the market is going to sell more. A kind of bullish flag pattern which has not really been so clear in the 4-hour time frame, because we've just been moving and moving and moving, and now we are coming down and lower. So basically that's it, guys. That's it for the trend strategy. See this point now, we bought. So most likely we'll still be buying. If this is a retracement, because we have not tapped here again. If this is a retracement, remember that the US30s and Nasdaq are always buying. These guys are always buying, because you know these 30 tech companies are comprises of the price of this US 30, they are always pushing, and their US companies, they are always pushing. They don't come down. Competition there is high, so they are always trying to make themselves better and better and better and better for the moment. So basically, guys, that's it for US 30. We move over to Nasdaq. So in NAS 100 takes almost the same structures as US 30. So starting from the weekly time frame, we've seen clearly from our weekly time frame. Can you see? See the analysis? Can you see? Can you see, guys? So from the weekly time frame, we've seen clearly that see the trend strategy been working. We've seen clearly that at this point here, this price point here, price started ranging. So most likely we will see we are still selling down. The market price started ranging, and then price finally broke down to the downside, and then came back to retest this point here, sort of retesting this point here. Price came and sort of retest this point as a resistance zone. Now price is now selling to the downside, so most likely I'll be selling on, go over to the 4-hour time frame. I'll be selling on Nasdaq. I'll be selling on Nasdaq. So using the trend strategy to know our current position in the market, I'll cater for this point here. I'll use this to cater for this point here. Then I'll clone this guy so as to be able to cater for the point down as well, which is this point here. Now we've seen, can we see this? The market respects this trend line so much. Market went up and it came down. Market is going back up again. So most likely we are selling. So if I'm to take a trade, I'll go over to the 1-hour time frame. See market rejecting this trend line. I'll go back to the 1-hour time frame. Put my sell during the New York session. I don't trade this session. Put my sell because this, or I wait for a break. Simple trading strategy, guys. Simple, because this looks like a support zone, but most likely looks like a support that will be broken because of the uh, bold bullish uh, bullish bearish candlestick there, candlestick closes. So most likely, if I'm to take a sell, this is where my entry will be at. My sell entry will be at. If I'm to take aggressively, I'll take there. My stop loss will be right above the 1-hour close of this candlestick, right above it. That's where my stop loss will be at, right above it, and then my take profit will be right to this price point here, which is more likely for me, more likely to see a kind of trade like this, a break-in, retest, and then a drop to the downside. So guys, basically that's it. That's it for my time is up. So basically that's it for NAS 100 and US 30 trends in trend strategy. Even works in currency pairs, works in all manner of pairs, works in the stock market as well. I would have taken my time to analyze that, but if you know you like this video, do well to like, comment, subscribe, and share share and turn on your notification. Thanks for the support. Comment. This really helps in YouTube algorithm. See you next video. Thank you.